Back to Coloroo, and we are going to continue work on our mermaid page. So I'm just going to get my luscious lavender, and we're going to get these fish here, and we're going to just go all over those. And we'll do the seahorse too with light coat of luscious lavender. So how has everyone been? It's been pretty much the same for me the last few days. I'm still not feeling 100%, but as long as you wake up, life goes on, right? So I said, let me get on here and work on this, because I want to get this done, and perhaps I'm contemplating whether to start another page for Mermaid or let this be my last picture for the month. And I'm probably going to let that be the last one, because we still have to finish our current, I think that's the name of it, this guy here. We still need to finish our lovebirds. This is my water serpent I was working on. I have to finish that. So I have some whips. I'm probably going to do a video and show you all my whips and things. But I was thinking about doing the palace, the undersea palace. But it's so much detail and everything. I don't know if I'm going to get to that, because I do want to finish some whips. Some whips. So, and I'm going to start changing the name of my videos, because this is technically, I guess you would call a color along. And so what I'm going to do is my color alongs will be the ones that I finish the picture all the way through for the most part. And then my coloring chats will probably just be pictures that I already have in progress, or I will start, but you won't see the whole process on camera. And that way I can get some things filmed, but I don't have to have the obligation of having the whole thing done on camera. And that, I think that'll work out pretty good for me. And I have like you saw, I had a couple of things in this book that I need to finish out. So I'm probably gonna, like, I have this well, I'll show you all in the in a whip video what all pictures I have going. I got some of my things from my birthday haul, yeah. So I'm happy about that. And I may still get some more, so I'm holding off on that video as well. And we're gonna just get every fish this coat of luscious of lavender. And then the coral, I'm thinking of doing bringing in one more color. I'm not 100% sure about it though, because I do like this limited color palette that I'm doing. So I may just stick with another shade of purple. And I'm going to pause you all in a minute because, like I said, I still don't feel well, but caffeine seems to help. So I'm going to pause in a minute, make myself some tea, and then I will, come back on. But there will be, a pause. And then the ghosts we're going to do, and we're going to just make them black. The turtles will be, yeah, they're going to be green. And that, I think that will be our extra color. And then this guy here, we're going to just do in gray tones. So our palette will stay, really simple and basic. And I think that'll work out real well. And then our bubbles, I'm gonna go over those, and I'll probably do that while I'm making my tea. I'm gonna go over that. Let me show y'all. And of course I'm using my Cra-Z-Art pencils because that's the only set of pencils I have. I'm thinking about getting Crayolas, I'm thinking about getting feelers, and I'm thinking about getting Prismacolors. If I get the feelers, I probably won't get the Prismacolors. So I'm debating. I've been watching videos, and some people seem to like them, other people seem they don't like them. The color chart I saw for the feelers looked pretty good, so I'm a little conflicted right now. But anywho, these are my blues. I'm going to go in the bubbles. I'm thinking I'm going to go into them with a green blue, bubbly blue. That's what I'm going to use. And I'm going to go into those and add some more color, because right now I just put a light color of blue over there, but it was really quick, so the paper still shows through. So I'm going to do that, make myself some tea, and then I will come back. Okay, so look at that, I missed another one. That's the thing with these Kerby books. You can miss, there's so many details, sometimes you can miss one and don't realize you missed one. Okay, so I got my fish colored in. I didn't get around to my bubbles, but we'll get that anyway. So let's work on this seashell here. Seashells by the seashore. And we're going to introduce deep raspberry. And let's do raspberry rave. Yes. And and I keep saying and, right? And I want to do regular purple. I don't know if you all can see that, but it has like a little tint on there. That's what I'm really going by. What's this? Blueberry jamming? Nope, smoking blue, purple. Well, let's just do purple. So we got purple, raspberry, deep raspberry, and raspberry rave. So I'm going to go in with my raspberry rave, and no, I'm going to do purple, and I'm going to get these shaded spots done. Because that's my deepest color that I'm using. Excuse me. On this shell, and it's going to be only in the inside. So once we use this purple in the inside of this shell, we're not going to use it again. So now we want to do, well, I'm going to do the little circle parts on the outside of the shell in purple, and then that will be the end of purple, I think. And I haven't sharpened my pencil, so I'm going outside the lines, but it'll be alright. Okay, so now I'm gonna do raspberry red. I'm gonna go over, well, let's do deep raspberry and get these lines here and down here. And we're gonna go light, and then where the shading is, we're gonna deepen the color. Okay. Yep. Definitely light up in the inside of the shell. So I'm trying to think, I missed that part. That is not part of the shell, that is part of that pin on her arm. I'm trying to think of what will be my color along for June. I want something summery. So I'm thinking of just doing a theme, and perhaps that theme will be outside pictures, like a landscape or whatever, and that way any picture of a landscape would work. I'm not going to do the ribs of these. I'm just going to do the shading areas. I think that would be better. So that's my thinking on that. Okay, so now we're gonna go in with our lighter color, which is the raspberry red, and go over the entire shell with light pressure. Because I have a book that it has a lot of outdoor scenes, and I'm thinking that might be something good to do for June. And then I'm gonna go back and just go over everything with this raspberry red and darken it up. So I'm going to vary back and forth with the two colors. I'm not going to go so hard in the inside just because I really do want that to look, I know it should look darker because it's inside, but I really don't want that to be the case. I want it to look a little lighter in the lighter areas because we have that purple in there, so that's what's giving that depth of color and making it look dark in between the or the ridges, because I don't know what you would call the ridges on the shell. So it's going over everything. And that's the thing with Cra-Z-Art pencils that I think works best, is instead of just going one dark layer, do 2 light layers to get the color you want, or even go do something else, then come back and add a 3rd layer. A 3rd layer usually doesn't work if you try to just go in the spot and do it again. You kind of have to leave it and come back. Why is that the case? I don't know, but it seems to work. So that's my shell. And then I'm going to use these colors, these 2 colors for the coral. So I'm going to start that right now. The outside is going to be deep raspberry. In the middle is going to be raspberry rave. And this may go into another part because I am low on memory on my phone, and so it may turn off. So that's a heads up. If it turns off, then we'll have one more part to this. And I was going to do some of this off camera, but it's not that much to do. That's why I just waited and did it on camera. And my strokes on this is very random. But it'll work out. So I finally saw the movie Baywatch. It wasn't too bad. I wasn't sure how much I would like it, but it wasn't too bad at all. As I was surprised. It had me laugh a couple of times. I got the theme song of Baywatch stuck in my head. I used to watch the show back in the day for a little bit. Of course, you know, sometimes I lose interest after a couple of seasons, which is what happened. But I did used to watch it for a little bit. So, alright. I think I did a lot of that off camera. I'm sorry. So I'm going to go in now with raspberry wave. I'm probably going to go back over the edges of this with purple because there's not enough contrast in this for me. And y'all know by now I love that contrast. I wonder if it's going to supposed to rain today because it keeps getting cloudy. And there's so many books that I want. It's crazy. I gotta make me an Amazon wish list so I don't, so I can start working on, getting my books, and I don't have to try to remember them and then end up not getting the ones I really want. Just make my wish list, and as I get the funds, excuse me, shop off of my wish list. So will be working on that later as well. I think I do pretty well with these Cra-Z-Art pencils. Especially in Mythomorphia books, they take this pencil really well. Maybe it'll do some sun raining today. So that's probably what's supposed to be. Well, it doesn't matter. I done colored it now. I'm really just working in this color. I kept coloring off camera. My camera's gonna go off and on. Whenever my husband wants to talk. He's in the other room right now, but he doesn't too much like being on camera. Even if our faces are not shown, he's still a little bit camera shy, I suppose. So we get in there with the coral. We just have this piece, and then this piece is under this jellyfish here that I still need to figure out what color we're going to do this jellyfish, which is going to be, well, it's probably going to be purple. Let's be honest. The only other color we're introducing is green, so maybe I add some green in there, but it kind of has no choice but to be purple. So this is how our page is looking so far. And so there we go with that. And so let's just go ahead and take care of the coral pieces that's in here. And when we're and done with the fish, we'll I went over the tentacles. When we're done with the fish, we'll come back and add the purple to our coral pieces. And do our finish up work. If this runs into the second part, then some of this I'll probably end up doing off camera, and then we'll just make it look pretty on camera. But so that's our coral. I'm not gonna put it back into our stack here because even though I remember what it is, because none of the other colors look like those, that's why I just keep it out. So why did I do that? We're using purple. And also our jellyfish is going to be, I'm going to pull out a red, but it's going to be mostly purple. Okay, so now we have our fish to work on. So let's use purple, just regular purple. And we're going to start work on our fish. Alright, so we're going to go in and add the color in the little details that's already in the fish. We're gonna leave those fish alone. We'll add just purple to the fins of all the fish, to the not all the fish, but are we in the frame still? I can't see. Okay. And then what you all hear in the background, I'm not sure, I don't remember the name of the movie. But he's back there watching a movie. So that's what you're hearing. Some type of military movie. Okay, you want to get these here. And then I'm just going to get the edges of those. Alright, so that is our fish that pretty much are done. Like that. And then we're going to go in and add purple to her fin, her body fins, just to add a little color to it. to her tip of her bottom legs. And then we're going to add them to these fish here. We're just going to color those in, and then we're going to go over it again with grays and blacks and that way everything is just looking good. How long are we? 36 minutes in. We'll tackle the turtles next. Ooh, my stomach growling. Well, just ate though. Well, like I said, if the camera shuts off, then I will continue on off camera, and then we'll just come on for a few minutes to show off the finish everything up. So that last final part will probably be short because we're almost done. So let's get our greens. And we're going to go in with some blue greens. So let's get deep emerald. Okay, it's deep emerald. And we're going to do, what color is this? Simply green. We're going to go simply green all over the turtles. Okay, and then we're going to use peacock green, and we're going to take care of everything that's sticking out of the shell. And then deep emerald is going to be on top of the shell in the circled areas. So we have that. We're gonna go back again with peacock green. Well, what's the green we use? No, we use simple green. And we'll go simply green and go over the whole shell again. We're just making sure everything's colored in. I know people like turtles as pets, but I don't know. I've seen a turtle on the road and I've like moved it with my foot to get it out of the road, but I've never actually picked up a turtle. Something about them just, I don't know, creeps me out a little bit. They're cute to look at, but I don't want to touch them. All right. So then I'm going to take Deep Emerald and I'm going to take these little swirls and do Deep Emerald on those. That'll give us our secondary color on the jellyfish. And that's that for those. Our ghosts are going to be black. So just simple black for them. So we got all our elements in. So I probably won't even do the last part now since everything is pretty much in. We'll just do you'll see the smoothness of everything come out when we do a finished video. We got the gold colored in. Okay, so that's gold. I'm gonna go over that with sunflower yellow. And sunflower yellow just deepens up things a little bit. Okay, and then let's take care of our jellyfish while we have the time. I'm just gonna use a random purple that I grabbed. So this is Pretty Plum, and it was there, so I grabbed it. And right now I'm just trying to get all the elements in, so at least you all can see a finished picture, and we won't have to come back and just do a 10-minute video cleaning things up. lightly color in the jellyfish. Okay. There we go. Then we're going to use Pretty Plum. Might as well stick with that. And we're going to go over the starfish real quick. And I haven't seen any purple starfish, but I have seen starfish with red in it. So we're going to make them purple. And then, see them purple. Then we're going to do raspberry rave, because I have seen them with red. So if they can be red, then we'll just say, hey, they can be purple as well. And so we're going to go over that. And then we're going to do the same for the other ones. And that is pretty much our picture. I'm going to take our platinum and go over the entire skull. Alright, and then that's that. So that is it. Alright, so right now we're taking care of what I think is a blowfish, but I'm not sure. And we're doing him, if I'm in frame, we are doing him with blueberry jamming. We're doing his spikes in that color. And then we finished the ghost. We've done the gold. We've done all the fish and the coral. So we are basically done with this picture. And we did it. I wanted to keep it down in takes, so we have kept the takes down, well, parts I should say. And we're 50 minutes in, so it did pretty good. It didn't shut off on me. I'm pretty sure it's getting ready to though, so this is it. And thank you all for watching. You will see it all tightened up and pretty in the May finished pages video. Hopefully that will be up on the 30th or the 31st. Maybe a little bit sooner, depending on if I decide whether or not I'll do a quick page before the end of the month. But this will definitely be on the finished pages because it is finished. So that is our second mermaid entry for the month and our second finished page. So our next video will be works in progress, and then we will work on our work in progress until we get to the end of the month and see what we can finish. So thank you all for watching. Appreciate you. Bye.